Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So Zalzala ayah number 3. So the question was here, um, it says here, khabar. So what is, so just explain, Uthman, what did you think this was, the rule, what was going on here?
Um, so basically, this was a while ago actually. So my mum was under the impression that the khabar was relating to man, this man being the because insan here is of the larger sentence, it's the fa'il, right?
What's the fa'al, sorry?
Insan,
Insan is the fa'al. So insan's doing what, which verb?
qala.
Yeah. Remember something, everyone. This is really important. This is a principle my teacher told me, Sheikh Sajjad. التركيب تحت المعنى. Yeah. So even if you didn't look at the Arabic, like in English, yeah, the English, look at the English. Man is the subject. Man is doing the verb says. Yeah. So if you understand the English, then you just map it to the Arabic. The problem is a lot of people don't understand the English. So then how are they going to understand the Arabic? Yeah. So there's a big problem is that people obviously, whatever reason, we didn't really do English grammar, we've forgotten it, or anything like that. Yeah. So, but as long as we know that, as long as we know that insan is doing the verb, this verb here, then we can say, okay, Arabic is called fa'il. Yeah. Make sense? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So that's that.
And
Now,
then
what it's
malaha,
saying, yeah,
sorry,
go on.
malaha is the whole maf'ul bihi.
Okay, so let's just be very clear. So it says here noun sentence. So this whole bit here, it's got a line underneath it. All of that is the maf'ul bihi, which is in English a direct object. Okay. So if you think about it, we're saying, and man says this. It's saying this whole sentence. Okay. Now within this noun sentence or nominal sentence, you've got these two bits. You've got the man, you've got the laha. Okay. So carry on, man.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
All right. Yeah. So basically, then my mum explained to me that a khabar needs a fa'il.
The khabar needs a fa'il.
Yeah, I think.
So what's khabar for dummies? You can explain to me what is khabar for, like if you were a beginner. How do you explain khabar,
It's
mubtada and khabar?
it's a piece of news about a noun.
Yeah, so the word khabar is it means news. You would say like if you say like commonly like Arabs when they're watching the news, they would say akhbar. Yeah. شفت الأخبار اليوم? Yeah, that's what you'd say if like you were Syrian. Yeah. So khabar is like news. Okay. They call it predicates, like the fancy word, but let's you can say news. Okay.
Mm.
But an even easier way of understanding it in English is where you have in English this word is. Yeah. So you say al baytu kabirun, the house is big. Either is, am, or are. So you say ana kabirun, I am big. Okay. Anta kabirun, you are big. So this is how you say in Arabic is, are, or am. Okay. So whenever you see in the translation is, know that you have this thing called mubtada and khabar. Aman, are you following this? Yeah.
Partially.
You don't need mubtada khabar to do Arabic GCSE. So this is where it's more Quranic Arabic. Yeah.
The
So
way the way I've understood, sorry, Ustad, the way I've understood mubtada and khabar is that it replaces the verb to be. Does that make sense? So like
um,
in
the problem is
in
that you
English
have
you'd
you
say
have a verb in Arabic kana.
yeah, but like what I'm saying is like when you to be kana is like the verb as in like to be as in to exist. But mubtada and khabar replaces like when we say like the house is big.
Yeah, I don't like that explanation because you could confuse
Mm,
it with the verb kana.
I see.
Okay, so I could say, uh, um, where you might think, if you want to say, um, like to be, you could say, I don't know, I want to be, uh, you could use kuntu or kana, or you could mix it up with kana. Whereas if you just say is, am, are, no, I mean, you're not going to use kana for that.
Mm,
Um, No, not just that. That's not my reason for why I say is. Usually, whenever I see mubtada and khabar, they always have an is in the. They always have is am or are in the brackets somewhere. So I think that's an easy way. Like I'll give you another example. Like if you saw Surah Al-Kafirun, yeah. See here, antum abiduna. This is the mubtada, abiduna. You can see here it's got are. You are worshippers. Antum abiduna. So you'll usually find it when there's mubtada and khabar. If you look above, there'll usually be an is, am, or are in brackets somewhere. Yeah. So it goes back to this idea that I'm talking about. If you understand the English, it gives you a good idea of what's happening in the Arabic. Okay. Right. Let's do this next one. So this is Fatima's. Let me just do a new recording.